I'm just going to let it go for a little bit. I also have to pull up our Twitch. Probably a good thing to do. All right. I hope the sound level is okay, because I am not able to tell based on how Mike is running it through OBS. But welcome, everybody, to another episode of Corporate Crash Course. We are playing more Mothership. Hooray! This is part 4? Part 4 of our descent into another bug hunt. My name is Cody, and I will be the warden for tonight. I'm joined by my friends. As always, I will let them introduce themselves in a bit. And Chris, the thing is you have to lower it on your end in the Discord chat. If you right-click on the person's screen for the bot that we're using, you can individually lower the volume for the music. But you know what? For that, then I'm just gonna stop it because I might as well. Because who cares? I need to do the thing. Go. All right. That'll make our lives a little bit easier. So yeah, I joined by my friends. Chris, who was not here for the first 3 parts, but he can go first.
Nope, you broke Chris.
Great. We broke Chris.
Broke him. You broke him. The bot was
is it back?
overwhelming.
Chris, are you back?
Chris, are you with us?
I think so. Can you guys hear me? Am I good?
Yeah.
Am I not good?
We hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I'm back. Hello, everyone. It's been forever since I've appeared on this stream. Also, I am here playing a scientist named Chet Techner. So we'll see what shenanigans will ensue that I have no idea what's going to happen.
We'll have Nick go next.
I'm Nick, and I'm back as Penn the Teamster.
And Zoe.
I'm back, and I'm still playing your main boy, Roy.
And finally, the man with no video tonight, our super producer, as always, Mike.
Tonight I will be reprising my role as Taylor and the anonymous astronaut in the corner.
Yes. It's always a bad sign when somebody turns into an anonymous astronaut. But, oh well. So, for a brief recap, you guys were brought to the planet Samsa 6 by the company. Because the company had some people down here doing a bunch of work. But then a disaster seemed to strike, and suddenly the colony was uncontactable. That's not a word, but I don't care. So you came down, you had some adventures, there were some crabs involved. And then you guys had some more adventures, you looked through a base. Yeah, there were more crabs.
We seem to have lost audio. Hang on.
That's for the fun kind.
Welcome back. We're talking about acid.
Hooray!
Apologies, some technical difficulties on the not having a camera front.
Well, it happens.
We're being sabotaged by the alien virus that
Yes,
took over
yes.
Mike, I think.
Now, I had gone through the whole spiel, and I don't know how much everybody missed, but it's fine. Basically, just crabs. We're done with the base, so everybody's moving on. We're ready to leave. I don't care what anybody says. And yeah. So I guess to kind of start this. How do we bring Chris's character into this? Oh no, I got a good idea. That's fine. Think.
We find him sleeping in the closet.
Will it work?
No.
I guess. I mean, my idea was basically to just have him like wake up on the floor of the freaking med bay.
Nice. We do have 2 men on the inside.
But he went into a coma before all the shit happened. He's been in a coma for like 5 months or something.
Oh my god. You have no clue what's going on. You just wake up.
Exactly.
You're like, I don't know how my legs work anymore.
Last I checked, his colony was
It's a
great.
TV
Everybody was
coma, though.
here. Yeah, no.
Things started going bad, and he had intentionally got in cryo sleep. Like, wake me up when this all blows over.
I'd like to think he slipped in the shower and went into a coma. Right
No,
before
I like Nick's
everything
idea
started
better.
going bad.
He pulled a Cartman and put himself into cryostasis till the Nintendo Wii comes out, so he can buy one.
When you get the generator up and
I need-
running, it accidentally like kicks him out of it.
Yeah. Sure. There we
I
go.
need that Nintendo Wii.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, last we had left, I believe, 2 of you, being Taylor and Penn, were in the observatory room of the kind of medbay area, looking through some files. Your droid boy Roy was driving back from dropping off a loving participant to a giant spaceship in the mountain, which was a little weird. Not gonna lie.
And we were
And,
pals.
yeah.
I don't see how that's weird.
And that's fine. So, as the 2 of you in the medbay have been looking over files, suddenly there is a knock on the window from the medbay itself, and there is a scientist appearing on the other side. And Chris, do you want to introduce your character, and what he looks like as they see him now knocking on a window?
Sure. So we see a scientist that you know, a little shaggy haired, just trying to knock on the window. He's got like what do I have on him again? I believe I have on him a patch that's like #1 worker, and it's like he's holding onto a mug that's like happiness is mandatory, and he's like just nodding. It's like, hey, uh, kind of woke up for a bit of a, bit of a nap break from work. Can you guys let me in? Can you? How much did I miss?
Yeah. So as you're looking out, would it be a 2-way mirror?
Imagine. I don't know.
I
It's
think
your
it would
space.
have to be. So Chris can't see who he's like talking to. He's just knocking on what he knows to be a pane of glass, like hoping that somebody's on the other side. And Chris, I should tell you that the room you find yourself in is a huge mess. How you were not killed in whatever calamity has befallen this room is truly a miracle. As you kind of look around yourself, you see a med pod in the corner where you remember it being, except there's now like a drip stand for like an IV bag that is like broken through the glass of it and it's just like sticking out. So it obviously can't be used right now. Also, the bioprinter that you know is in there also appears to be broken. Looks like somebody like punched the screen face of it to make it unusable. A lot of the other stuff you remember being here is still there. The large lead container, which you know contains vials of last you checked, some kind of hydrofluoric acid. And the 4 large specimen containers Yeah, you would have. You probably would have, I guess, been awake when those were caught and filled, and they're still there. They haven't been broken open or anything.
Oh, thank
Also,
God,
there
that's
is
been still being intact.
there's a surgical bed that's been turned up and kind of pushed over into one of the corners. Um, and as you kind of look at it, you see that there is also a long black crab-like limb on the ground near the surgical bed. But otherwise, also, like I said, there's a two-way mirror on this wall, and there's a door right beside the two-way mirror, which currently does not want to open for you.
And that's why I'm still banging, hoping I could find whoever my compatriots are left and be like, unless this is some messed up office party, this doesn't, none of this seems right over here, from what I could tell.
Penn kind of leans over to Taylor and says, we got to get that acid. Are we gonna have to shoot him?
You got that nail gun, right?
Jesus.
I'm gonna say Taylor stoically stands there and doesn't respond. Just pulls up the nail gun.
Well, I don't dare use my flamethrower in there.
Yeah, I have some ideas for that flamethrower and the acid, but we'll get there.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, this one doesn't have the same look as the other ones did. Seems awfully coherent. Oh, the stim pack set it off last time. What if we go get some acid ready, stim pack him, see if something busts out of his chest, and if it does, then we throw the acid on it.
Okay. I see no problem with this.
Mechanically, maybe not, but morally,
Well, but if
Cody,
something
is there a
bursts out
rate,
of its
like,
chest, there's no more moral gray area.
that's true.
I'm gonna assume Chet does not hear any of this, and it's just being like, you know what? Take your time. I'll just be over here, Wayne. If you could just open the door, like that'd be fine.
Sure, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you. We hope you enjoy. Yeah. So what are you guys gonna do? You gonna try and get him out?
He's not immediately being eaten, so
No,
I think this is actually the confirmation that Penn needed, that it's okay to open that door, because that was a big concern prior to this. But yeah, I think I'd like to go in there, just kind of talk to him while I grab some of the acid. I don't have my stim pack anymore because I used it on the pilot there, whose name is...
Great. The door is currently locked. It seems to need a key card.
We have one of those.
Who has that again?
Okay.
Is that the robot android?
I'm pretty sure I went and grabbed it.
Okay.
And used it. So yeah,
Okay.
I have... Was it Olsen? Was that...
Yeah, I think
Yes.
it's Olsen's card.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You scan it, and the screen
Well,
flashes a big
hold-
X and
Oh.
says, "Not authorized."
Oh,
Wrong key card.
easy enough. I'm
Hey,
gonna
Kaplan's body.
go. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, didn't I don't know if we checked Kaplan's body for a key card, but they were the boss, so
He is just next door.
I'm gonna go get the acid in the freezer while you're checking Kaplan's body.
the acid's in the med bay, so we need to...
Yeah, but there's that.
Oh,
vial
sorry,
that we
the
found in
freezer one. Okay,
freezer.
okay, yep.
Yeah, the freezer acid.
Yeah, that's
the
good.
other
Frozen
Then we can
acid.
kept in the freezer.
Frozen
Yeah,
freezer
then we
acid.
can
Stays
skip.
fresh.
We can
Longer.
skip the talking him down and just jab him with some drugs.
Good.
Fresh
Okay.
freezer acid.
It's quite an
So
asset.
fine. You get Kaplan's keycard. Come back. Scan it. Still an X. Unauthorized.
So whose keycard you probably need is Dr.
The doctors.
Edom.
It wasn't there a medic too? Who was the medic?
The
And did we
medic?
find their body?
Well, maybe this is them inside the med bay.
Could be. Hang on, I'm zooming my
Mechanic,
org chart.
driver, leader, fireman. No.
I thought there, yeah, platoon medic Brookman, still alive.
This must be Brookman then.
Platoon medic, yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't found him.
Okay, I'll kind of. Oh no, he can't see me. This is just two-way glass.
We don't know that. Do we know that?
No, but
I
it's.
know that.
I know that it's glass, and I know that I have a nail gun.
You do.
Oh. Okay. Good solution.
That's a pen kind of solution.
Jury rig an entrance.
He's like Laura.
Yeah, I'll go somewhere where this person who I believe now is the medic is not standing and try and fire the nail gun through the glass.
Okay.
Ooh,
Well,
wait, I should protect myself in case this bounces.
And really make sure that you're not aiming anywhere near those specimen tanks.
Yeah.
No, you've got enough time. I think it'd be fine. But yeah, so let's describe this from Chris's character's perspective. Suddenly, the glass explodes inwards, as though a bullet has been fired at the glass. So, can you please do a fear save for me, Chris?
Oh,
Sounds
my first roll of the
scary.
game.
First roll of the game.
PvP.
Okay, here. What do a fear save on this one?
Roll a D100.
Panic damage. Oh, all right. Oh, I guess I could do that. Okay. Da-da-da. I have a 9, and my fear is 18.
Yeah, that's good enough. So
there you
the
go.
glass implodes around you. You duck and you're kind of okay. It's shocking, but you're not immediately kind of terrified of the situation. And I guess then, as you kind of look up and through the remains of the glass, you see two people you don't recognize. One of them holding up a nail gun.
As I uncrouch, I'm like, okay, I have many questions. First of all, who the hell are you people? Secondly, you could have damaged those specimens. I worked very hard on those specimens last I checked.
This isn't Dr. Edom, is it? Doctor,
You could
what
ask
was her
him.
name? Oh yeah, Edom.
Just ask him for credentials.
Yeah. Ask.
There's a nail gun on him.
we're the rescue crew. I wasn't gonna hurt you. And who are you?
You have a weird way of showing a rescue by causing damage. But anyway, my name is Chet, Dr. Chet Techner. I work around here. Although last I checked, I don't remember any of this being like it. I usually keep my workplace nice and keep the workplace nice and pristine. But this is not up to code. None of this. And yeah, I just what the hell is happening over here?
Would have been nice if you knew a bit more about it, but
But the god of your game.
Yeah, I was.
So no.
Yeah, I was working a 72-hour shift, and I needed a bit of a nap. So, Yeah, this is not what I was hoping to come back to.
Can I ask what day it was
You
when you
look-
had your nap?
Forward to Olson's
I
birthday.
think it was I think it was a Thursday. Was it a Thursday? It might have been a Thursday.
Yes, of course.
Am I-
Last
am I-
Thursday.
Was this before or after
Been
Olson's
asleep for
birthday?
5,000 years.
Oh, this would have been way before Olson's birthday.
do I know an Olson?
Yeah, you know an Olson. He worked on the base.
Well, you
Oh.
knew an Olson.
Oh, Olson.
Sorry to tell you.
And
What happened to
maybe you were helping to plan his birthday party.
Oh no.
Oh,
It was a few
Man,
months away,
I had a-
but there's not a lot to do.
man, I was getting this. It was getting his birthday ready. We had a whole pinata ready and everything. Like things were just gonna like hit it, and like candy was gonna come out. It's gonna be fun, but
Yeah, space candy.
space candy.
I feel like a terrible person, but I think Olson ended up as the pinata.
No.
Wait, what?
Terrible.
Only the worst of puns here.
Well, he was the one who was cut in half, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yes. Yes,
Yep,
he was.
he sure
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Before I make I make Chet do more fear or sanity rolls, I think I'll let Taylor do the explaining.
I don't think that's going to be any better.
Yeah. What can you tell us about those things? I'm gonna.
The specimens.
The specimen. I pointed at the specimen tanks.
Are you gesturing to something, Mr. Anonymous Spaceman?
He just stares, and you gotta assume he's like he's looking at the same thing you're looking at.
That over there, right over there.
The thing that he's clearly pointing to.
Excellent question. What can I say about these specimens?
That you guys had started like when you first arrived on the planet, it seemed pretty quiet, pretty safe and everything, and then you suddenly started being randomly attacked by these carcinid creatures, and you guys were able to capture some of them, amongst the random attacks, and that's what the small specimens are.
Oh, well, they kept coming, I guess. Because
we have a lid on that.
there's no one left here except you, which is suspicious.
I mean, to be honest, I was always great at hiding in lockers during school, so that. That might have surprisingly that worked out well for me.
Does Taylor still have his stim pack?
Yeah,
I don't know, Mike. Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you willing to sacrifice it to validate whether Chet has?
Well, I mean, the one in the garage just kind of attacked us when it heard the music.
Oh yeah, the noise. Okay.
Can we?
Is the noise? Did we stop the music?
Did we turn the radio off? I don't remember.
I guess not, but you guys kind of just like got used to it.
Is it
So
playing right now?
you had turned the generator on, which turned music on, but then I smashed the generator.
Yeah, but they
Yeah, we
repaired the
repaired it.
generator.
Oh, I
They
guess,
spent,
yeah.
They spent 2 hours while you drove to the mountain repairing the generator.
Yeah.
And then they
Ah,
spent
right.
2 hours while you were coming back
Cody,
getting the logs.
is there a radio in the APC? Or like a CD player or anything with CDs in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you
I'm
were
sitting
talking
in the
communications.
No. I'm gonna turn the music on and just jam out while
What
I'm
is
waiting
the
in the
range
garage.
on our comm system?
just sitting in the APC in the garage.
Yeah, I'm not
yeah,
getting out of this thing.
it's got
I'm staying
it's
in.
got well, there's no CDs anymore because we're in the future and
Oh right.
nobody needs physical media anymore. That's a dead
Right.
a dead science.
course.
So instead it's loaded up with a micro USB, but or not a micro USB, sorry, a micro SD card. But the micro SD card only has 2 albums on it. It has ABBA Gold and it has the best of Daryl Hall and John Oates. And that's it.
Nice.
Oh man, I love me some Rich Girl playing by Hall and Oates.
I'll get it all on a loop and just rock out in the garage while I wait for these guys.
Rock out
as-
might be
as you're-
generous.
As you were listening to it, it gets stuck. Yeah, it is Daryl Hall and John Oates. Yes, I got it right on my first try. Because remember, kids, it's not Hall and Oates. That's not the band's name. It's not that. It gets stuck on Maneater, and it just keeps looping the song Maneater over and over and over.
Somehow ironic.
Yeah, didn't Roy just watch
Perfect.
a man get eaten? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
Uh,
So does anybody want to do the exposition dump to Chris on what we found out and what is going on?
Yeah.
You could choose not to too if you want.
Well, first, I
This
just
could
want
really
to
go.
validate that he's not. I mean, not that I care if I'm explaining this to someone who's infected, but it's kind of a waste of time to explain it to somebody who's about to die. But if the music is playing, and that appeared to trigger the last one, then I think we're good, and Taylor can lower the frozen acid. So we were sent here by the company because the company lost communication with you all about 6 months ago. It sounds like that was perhaps when things started getting difficult, but it wasn't when everybody died because we have found 4 bodies and 2 living, well, now 1 living person as far as I know,
Well,
because the other one got eaten or got used as a
He was like reverse in.
yeah as an incubator. Anyways, the carcinids, are you familiar with that term, the crab creatures that you have in those that you have in those specimen containers, I guess eventually mounted an attack or something. People tried to hold out, mostly unsuccessfully. So we are here we were sent here to save who we could, retrieve information, but at this point we're just trying to save ourselves and get off the planet because our pilots who brought us down from the main ship also got incubated. And any communications that we had are non-functional. All of your communications are busted. We have not been to so this is your home base. We have not been to the terraformer. There's a possibility that there are more living people there. And our co-worker, Roy, went to a location where we suspect your android Hinton might have been separate from the terraformer.
Referred to as the hive.
Yeah.
By
and Roy went with the 1 other living person who we found here. And we don't know that person is dead, but Roy does.
Yeah, androids like to stick together. Those damn machines.
Yeah.
Roy's just dancing away inside the APC.
I don't think I've missed.
Android.
Oh, I guess
She'll chew you up. Whoa, here she comes. Let's not get copyright struck.
the last major highlight is we can't do anything about these carcinids. Shooting them doesn't work. I think we tried fire, doesn't work. Roy kind of tried to run one over. Potentially that works based on some notes that we found, but Roy didn't do a good enough job of it. But strong acid is supposed to help kill them, and you have conveniently in the room that we found you in a reasonable store of hydrofluoric acid. So it's nice that we found you, but really we're here for the acid.
You know what? Fair enough. It was kind of just sitting around here before, and we were trying to figure out what to do with it, but you know, it's better used that way. Funny enough, I almost
remember hydrofluoric acid is very dangerous. Very dangerous.
I know we had it secured.
They put it in a lead container, but it's in like an Erlenmeyer flask where the stopper just doesn't quite fit. It's like a little janky inside of it.
So we just tried to like close it. It's like,
yeah, well, it's the only lid we had for the flask. What do you want? What do you expect us to do? We can't just like put it somewhere else.
We just stuck it into a corner. It's like, as long as nobody goes there, it's fine. It's all fine.
It doesn't even have like a sign up on it or anything. There's no sticker letting people know. It's just, don't go towards the lead case.
We're professionals. We know that. We just don't go to that corner there.
But it's easier than disposing of it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Last intern you tried to have dispose of it melted all the bones in their hand. So, yeah.
Good old Jerry. Rest his soul, hopefully.
He died a horrible death because he lost his hand.
It was very traumatic. Anyway, yeah, we could definitely take the acid. We could get rid of these crabs here. Hopefully we could resolve this issue, but also get the hell out of here, because this seems a bit above my pay grade in some sense. But we'll worry about that later.
Yes. So we will say it is a gigantic. So inside, it's a large lead container, but inside there is just a large vial, like a large flask.
Okay.
That is full of the same liquid that you found in the tumbler. Pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Call it like, it's like an 18-liter kind of water jug, but it's a glass vial, so that doesn't help.
All right. No, I think as long as you're careful, I think we can get this thing out of here.
I think I see where Nick's brain is going, and I like it.
I really do want to load it into the flamethrower.
Retrofit, yeah, the flamethrower for that stuff.
I mean, isn't it glass and plastic? Does plastic survive hydrofluoric acid? Some plastics.
It would depend on the plastic.
Okay.
Right, it would have to be probably fairly high grade, like HDPE or something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think we should all be equipped with this stuff somehow. But I do like the flamethrower as a long range, or at least longer range method. Yeah. I didn't see any super soakers lying around in the crew's quarters, so
No.
Oh man.
See
also,
what else I've got.
the Super Soaker really really crapped out with their most recent versions. Like they were all just LDPE, especially like the water things. Because why pay all this extra money for thicker plastic for the back of the Super Soakers when kids just fill them with water?
And they're just gonna buy a new one
Super
next
Soakers.
summer, right?
Exactly.
And they've really gone downhill ever since. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, this med bay is new to us. Are there any other containers around?
Oh yeah, plenty of containers of things. We got all different things here.
Yep.
Cody, this is what
all
you
the
get for
containers-
inserting a
All the
pre-existing
containers that
character.
are in there are smashed.
Oh, okay.
So Chris goes over and shows you the lovely glass cabinet where they keep typically all of the washed and ready glass, but it's like on its side on the floor, and there's just glass everywhere.
Yeah. I'm a scientist that thinks he's doing a good job, but turns out not really. It's just like
No, I
I
was
swear
like,
this is like
we have our processes. They're really good. We follow them. We put all the glass in the container that's over the. Oh, well, have you tried the kitchen?
it's,
That was.
I mean
gonna
the
be my
kitchen's gotta be
question.
like someone gotta be something in there.
I
Do
mean,
you remember
something.
seeing any glassware in the kitchen?
Sure.
The kitchen was a mess, so who knows?
But when you guys walk kind of past the little bar to get into the pantry, like there was a little kitchenette, and there were glasses there.
While we're walking back, do we hear the engine rumbling in the garage? I guess the generator's also running, but do we hear Maneater? Are the speakers that good in the APC?
I don't know. Would Roy have flipped it for the external speakers, the riot control speakers?
Oh, if I can, yeah. I'm
Okay.
rocking out.
Then yeah, you just still home, just whoa, here she comes. Now it's started.
It's like, oh, sweet
That's the
Maneater.
that's the only part it keeps playing. It's just whoa, here she
It's
comes.
just skipping and
Whoa,
going.
here she comes.
That digital file has a record scratch.
digital file that somehow sounds
It's gotten
sounds like a
corrupted.
record scratch.
Yeah, listening to corrupt files.
I mean, should we go get Roy or
What's our plan right now?
to go get? I was just thinking we were walking to get the glassware, which means we'd be walking by the garage, which means we could bring Roy back into this if he's back.
Isn't the garage at the end of this tunnel and the kitchenette's on our left?
Yep.
Back towards where we came in.
Oh, okay. I thought the garage was in the middle of the hall.
That was the command center,
Yes, you're right.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I do
Um,
want to go to the command center and watch the external cameras.
Okay.
I'm going to keep an eye for anything that's coming back.
You don't see anything. Just the APC in the garage.
Okay. Does it have anything on it?
Does it have what?
Anything on it?
No, it does
External
not.
speakers.
Yes, it's still just blaring. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's getting shorter.
It's left out the Maneater part.
I want it to come back totally tricked out, like lowered and.
All right, let's go check out what's in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're in luck. You find some mason jars.
Okay.
Does anyone know anything about acid? Will these lids get eaten through?
feel like I could roll for that. I don't think that's something that
You have
I'd
scientists in your group.
We have a couple of scientists.
yeah,
What's your
I need to
specialty,
check too.
Doctor Kurt?
Oh, Techner. Yes. So I specialize in computers, engineering, a little industrial equipment, and mechanical repair.
We got a very specialized group of characters.
Yes.
My
We need to
specialty
get to the
happens to be
terraformer.
cybernetics. Well, all right then.
Yeah, your scientist would know the metal lids would definitely react with the acid.
Mm,
I would
yeah,
have thought
definitely
so.
no metal lids. Do we have
How
any other
heavy
lids
would
around here?
we say this glass that's currently holding it is?
How heavy?
Yeah.
I would say it's probably about, we'll call it 100 pounds.
Did it have a spigot? How was it stopped?
It's a large, like, think of like a fermenter, right?
Yeah.
So it's got a kind of narrow top point, and there is a glass stopper that's in there, and so it's kind of it's kind of ground slightly at the bottom part of the stopper and then the lip, so that it kind of.
So they would like lift this and pour it, or I guess put a hose in and pump it out somehow. Not siphon it like I
It's
did
gotta be
with the generator.
You could.
Would
Yeah,
not advise.
I know. It's got to be quick enough. Just like
100 pounds. I mean, if we're careful, 100 pounds we could carry it, and if we could get it into the APC, then it's kind of
if we could just get
not
it into
an
the
issue.
APC, that's enough for me, I think.
See if there's any containers. I mean, are we going to? Did we decide we're going to the terraformer to try and find communications there? Was that our next step?
Well, I wanted to try patching our suit comm system into the communications array here first.
Right, which meant using the APC as a makeshift ladder to get up onto the roof. Okay.
I can do that though while you guys start bringing the hydrofluoric acid out to the garage.
Why don't we bring it to the APC first so that we have it with us while you're climbing up onto the roof?
I do like the sound of that. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. As you guys get over into the garage carrying the large, or sorry, you're not bringing the. Are you bringing the hydrofluoric acid over?
We are.
Okay. Yeah, you're carrying the large flask or bottle of hydrofluoric acid, which I want to say is really like disarming because it's literally just clear fluid in this
Just carrying
gigantic
water,
container,
what you
which
assume.
we'll say the container's about 3/4 full, just so that it's really not like, at risk of spilling for you at the moment.
Sloshing around.
So you're not in the splash zone?
Yeah. And when you get to the APC, really the rain starts to kick in again. Oh, come on, don't do that. No, I want the rain. Give me back the rain.
Here comes the rain again.
What?
It's thinking.
No, it's not working. It's telling me there's no song.
Oh.
I thought I saw what is it, Luna or whatever? Joined earlier for a split second.
Man, it's worked so much better when I get the sound. Come on.
Mike, quick.
Nope.
Rain
Alright, whatever.
sounds from your mouth. Let's go. Rain clinking off the APC. Come on.
Blink, blink.
I mean, can we hear the rain over the blasting loop
Probably
of?
not.
Yeah, the music has stopped. The corrupt file has just shut down the music player of the APC.
I'm still dancing. I've got it. I've recorded it with my Logic core, and I'm repeating it in my brain.
Yep.
He's repeating his favorite part, the oh.
Yeah.
Just over and over.
That's all I've got left.
Now, anytime anybody in the future goes, "Oh," he's gonna be like, "Here she comes." What? Nothing. Sorry.
Was that?
I don't know why I do that. Like, Anyway, yeah. So you're able to kind of maneuver the APC, and Mike Taylor is able to climb up onto the roof at the communications array, which is a large satellite disk, which kind of sits on the top of the command center.
Mm-hmm.
How are you with electrical?
I have my electrical toolkit.
Perfect.
I'm also skilled in. Oh my goodness. Industrial equipment, mechanical repair, and cybernetics.
Great. It's perfect. I'm not even gonna make you roll.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
that's
why would I?
cybernetics.
So there's robotics instead?
It takes a little bit of time. So we'll say 15, 20 minutes of kind of playing around. Also, it's raining, so like it's a little bit,
Ooh, that's true.
not great to be playing with electronics in the rain, but you're kind of able to like.
But I do have my
sit under the
suit
dish. Yeah, it's okay. What are the other three of you doing while Taylor's up there messing around with the dish?
I think I go into maybe I just kind of ramble on about like all these birthday plans I had for Olsen, and like, it's gonna be like the best party ever. I know it was like months earlier, but it's like
Olsen's
actually,
the
funny enough, Jared.
guy. Man, he's the nicest guy in the whole base. He loves everybody. He talks to everybody constantly. He knows everybody's families and like cares about everybody's problems and whatnot.
Does the doctor have a hazard suit?
No, but didn't you find an extra hazard suit in the airlock at least?
Yeah, but Mike's wearing it because he ripped his.
No, I'm wearing my spare.
No, Mike just had an extra one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Doctor, this good pal Olsen of yours that you're so buddy with, what's his first name?
Oh, everyone knows Olsen, right? It's you don't even know. You just think it, and it's like
you think about it for a second, and you remember his first name is Sven.
Sven. There's Sven. Good old Sven.
we just call him Buddy. Buddy Olsen.
Of course. And at that point, Dancing Queen by ABBA starts blaring from the APC.
We should probably turn that off, huh?
Why would we turn it off? It's lovely.
Oh, maybe because the crab song communicates through sound.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't a crab song. This is Dancing Queen.
At that, Taylor, you patch through. You see on your diagnostics that the signal seems to be connected. And as soon as you kind of see that notification, two things happen simultaneously. You hear a shriek coming through the kind of communications array, the comms channel that you've opened up. And as you hear the shriek, you just immediately go catatonic.
I
just
didn't think I could. Okay. I was trying to broadcast, not receive.
You were trying to broadcast?
Yeah.
How so?
I was trying to just use our comm channel and just
Mm,
broadcast it out with the array. That was all I was trying to do.
mm,
Be
okay.
like, help,
For
SOS.
some reason, the communications array is not allowing you to broadcast. Instead, it just seems to be constantly receiving a signal, which pushes through into your
All right.
ship communication, and that's what causes the catatonia, and the shriek suddenly fills your helmet in response to your effort to push out. Now, even though shriek, and as you're kind of brought into this state, as you continue to kind of hear it, and it washes over you and filters through into your body, it sounds weirdly beautiful. Um, it's like a singing of the stars, mixed with some kind of song that reminds you of things that would be sung on like the bottom of the ocean, by creatures older and larger than humans could ever possibly imagine. Um, Time as you know it just seems laughable. It's infinitesimally small in comparison to um, the boundless existence of the universe and of these entities, these things. And I would say probably after, I don't know, another 15-20 minutes, your friends in the APC are probably wondering what's going on.
Okay, so we can't see him.
I don't know. Have you guys had eyes on him this whole time? Have you?
I was
Nah, I've
hoping
been
to
vibing.
keep a lookout. Maybe like standing on top of the APC with a flask of the acid, looking around.
Okay. As you're doing that, and I'm assuming you kind of like check over your shoulder on your buddy Taylor there. Yeah, for about the past 15-20 minutes, he has not moved.
But he didn't like fall over. He's just
Nope, just standing there.
Does your does your friend there know what he's doing? Is he something I could help him out? I know my engineering skills. You know, I could probably help tinker with whatever he's working on.
let me go. I mean, you can come with, but we better go check on him. I don't think this is a hardware problem. I guess I'll go look at him. Does he have that same blank stare?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Chet, unless you know any different, as far as I know, that's it for Taylor.
Now he's also connected into the dish, right?
Yeah,
like hardwired connected.
I'll pull that, cut that, whatever I have to do to disconnect that.
Okay. You disconnect it. And Taylor, you immediately flash back. It feels like parts of your skin are on fire. And like the scream, as the cord is pulled, the scream and everything just flushes out of your head. And as reality kind of fills back up, the only thing that seems to remain is you just hear this small little like whisper at like the back of your mind. Also, then along with the skin kind of feeling on fire, if you run like do your suits run diagnostics? Would they?
I've never had a spacesuit before. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was like a hazmat suit.
Oh, okay. Then no
Don't we
diagnostics.
have suits under them or something? We've got extra special suits. Probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're hazard suits. They talk about like a heads-up display, short-range comms. I'm just looking at the little graphic. They don't. They talk about like an oxygen supply. There'd probably be air and water diagnostics, but I don't know that there'd be like medical diagnostics.
Mm.
Okay. That's where we're at.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. I guess as he's coming out of it, I'll ask like, "Hey, you all right there, guy? Is it all cool?"
Mike, I'll also say otherwise Taylor doesn't feel anything different.
Do I remember this happening?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I will say it didn't. Time felt different through it. Like it felt as though it were a second that you were hearing it, or it felt like an eternity. You know, it's kind of like going into a coma.
Was the medical bed working in the lab?
Nope. Nope.
All right.
Want
Right.
to go to the hive?
I think we should go to the terraformer and see if they have medical facilities there.
Yeah, Dr. Eden
Hmm.
might be there.
Well, I guess actually before we make that assumption, Taylor, did you get a message out? What did you hear?
Something's jamming the. I'm not sure. No.
I really wish
By
I
the
could
way,
see Mike's face right now.
yeah. By the way, now the
Yeah.
APC is blaring SOS by ABBA.
And there's some really good ABBA jams happening right now.
Actually, Cody, I don't think we asked you when we got into the lab computers, were there any notes about infections? Did they do any research on people getting? I know that they seemed to know that the music was the method of propagation.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that it was whatever. They knew that it was unlikely there were survivors at the base. There might be some at the terraformer. And they figured out how to damage the things, but I don't remember any notes about like how the infection progresses. How long do you need to be hearing the music? How what?
Yep. The notes you would have found on that written by Edom would basically state that it seems inconclusive. There
Okay.
doesn't seem to be a discernible pattern. Some people who hear it seem to, well, depending even. I would assume there would have been tests using live cart shrieks, recorded shrieks, and such. But it didn't seem to have a pattern. Some people would become infected and transform or give birth instantly. Actually, no, they wouldn't have even tested it on people. They would have tested it on other animals and things because why waste people? Because that seems dumb. But yeah, it seems inconsistent. It would be some people would go days. Some people wouldn't seem to change within the time period window.
Okay. Knowing that is somewhat reassuring, I guess, or encouraging that there's a chance. Because what we've seen so far is 100% mortality. All
Yeah,
right.
but that's to scare you guys.
All right, Taylor. I think we got to get you checked out. And if there's something in you, we'll try and get it out.
You.
Right.
And now we're at the end of Abigold in the APC as it's blaring out Waterloo. As Taylor is led into the back of the APC. And where are you guys going from here?
We haven't gotten the rundown from Roy.
No, you haven't asked me shit. I've just been vibing.
Roy,
Nobody
how was your
wants
drive?
to know how Roy's doing.
I love that Roy is just like basically give it up and turned into like a rave like person.
Yeah.
Just not even caring anymore. Just
Yeah. I'm just out here vibing now.
It's a one-man rave just happening.
Yeah. So yeah, boys. No one's gonna
I'll
ask
ask.
how Roy's doing.
I'll ask Roy what he encountered on the drive up to the hive. What was the hive? How are you back? Where did I forget who it was who you went with? The name of them. It was the mechanic.
Yeah. The mechanic.
Yeah.
It was Damar that I was with.
yes.
He was confirmed dead apparently, but not that dead. But drove out there. There's a whole lot of nothing up until the hive, and then Buddy Boy got out, and the gross crab boy that was on the back of the APC jumped off of the APC and ate him. And I drove back here, and I've just been vibing ever since.
You've been handling this really well, surprisingly.
Oh, I'm a droid.
That explains
I'm
it.
like a silver C-3PO.
You definitely got some 3PO vibes going there. I could see, but more flexible, able to like dance.
Yeah, I got better joints. I'm an upgrade for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, if we could go back to the hive, because I did tell my pal Damar that I would bring my friends back to the hive. And we do have to get that logic core for the mission. Don't think I forgot about the mission.
But Damar is dead, as you just described.
I mean, yeah, but I still made a promise to the man.
Dying man's last wish.
Yeah. Was for me to bring all my friends to the hive.
I want to try and save Taylor. Do you think there's something at the hive that could try and save Taylor? Was there medical equipment there?
Oh, it was just all dirt.
Well, no,
There was
I mean,
shit.
well, okay, if that's what you're telling them.
Yeah, I didn't go in the hive.
You're not telling
them that it was a giant spaceship in the side of a mountain.
I mean, yeah, it was a giant spaceship but I didn't go in it. I don't know what's in there.
No, we don't know what's in the terraformer either.
The droid.
Luckily, we have a good doctor here who's been to the terraformer.
We do.
Does the terraformer have a med bay, Chet?
Chet, I feel like Chet wouldn't know the say that the terraformer was being built by the time his convenient coma kicked in.
His
I remember they were announcing like it was supposed to be. I mean, it was in the works when I was. I decided
He was there for the
okay, we'll
groundbreaking
see.
where they all had stupid little hard hats and little shovels.
Really nice ceremony,
He
Everyone
roped
had like
off a little
champagne.
square meter that they dug into.
It's like come back here in like a few months. We'll be up and ready by then.
Just off camera is like the gigantic industrial
Yeah.
excavator.
They do the one like dig with the spade, and then they just come over and drop a prefab building down.
Imagine.
Done.
Well, we're done here.
Perfect.
No. Sadly, life is more difficult than that.
Lame.
Well, a ship. I would argue that if the base had medical facilities, the ship is probably more likely than the terraformer to have medical facilities because the ship needs to be self-sufficient. The terraformer can depend on the base.
Yeah, but it's like
However,
a 6-hour drive to the base. 8-hour drive?
It's only a 1-hour drive to the hive.
I thought the terraformer was roughly the same distance
Yes.
from base.
Yeah, it was roughly the same.
Oh, okay.
Just in a different direction.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you had said it was a half day drive.
No,
Half day walk
Yeah.
Oh, half day.
Or
or a
long
day's walk, something
like a
like
day
that.
walk or something. Like, I
You
don't
know what?
remember I say half the time, and unless you take notes, you can't hold me accountable for those.
All right, I'll go look at my notes.
Taylor, it's your skin. Which one you want to roll the dice on?
Vote for the hive.
I mean, I feel like a place called the Hive is a little more dangerous than the terraformer.
I mean, probably. Although like, I mean, if it's a hive of bees, but that's clearly not the case. So, anyway, no, you got the big, yeah.
Okay.
I think we should go to
So-
the
so wait.
terraformer.
Okay.
And terraformer.
So, you're driving through the jungle, terraformer. It is dark by now, I guess. Why not? We'll make this a little more interesting. The APC is wonderful because it's self-driving, and given that the terraformer is already put into the map there, it follows the routes through the jungle pretty easily as you guys sit inside of it, and I don't know, tell ghost stories or something. The rain is pelting down, and it's nearly impossible to kind of see what all is going on outside as the light from your headlights is kind of immediately absorbed by the intense rain going on. After about an hour and a half, and you feel like you're getting fairly close on the map to the spot. Suddenly, something jumps on top of the APC, and then
Perfect.
another something jumps on the APC, and then a third thing jumps on the APC. The APC is still driving. It seems to be kind of going a little bit slower with the extra weight, and it's kind of zigging and zagging as the weight has kind of fallen on top of it from whatever these things are, and you start hearing kind of banging on the sides of the vehicle and see some large claw-like things smacking against the windows trying to chip, but the windows are holding as best they can. And as you continue trudging along your way, you suddenly start to hear what you're maybe just the rain, but then starts to distinctly sound like engines, other engines. And then, as loud as possible, you hear music blaring, and you're pretty sure it sounds like Ride of the Valkyries. And you start seeing a number of headlights farther up the trail, along with the music. And suddenly, you hear the things kind of jump off the top of the APC, and you see them go running after these vehicles into the jungle as they kind of spin and then drive off further down the trail. And as they drive off, you see another ATV flick its light on and kind of come out in front of your car and just kind of keep guiding you towards the building. As you kind of clear a group of trees, you see this massive dam that's been built onto a large rock wall, which really was not obvious. You might have seen it from further away, but the rain and the darkness would have made it impossible to see at this kind of point in time otherwise. And it's just this massive dam across the one wall into a lake down below, and you see another structure kind of off to the side with these large wheels, which you're pretty sure must be the terraformer. And the ATV kind of guides you around towards a door. Which is which is a large garage. So it kind of like it leads you up around kind of the mountain, up onto the hill, and then into a garage. And as the doors kind of close behind you, and the ATV kind of shuts off, you're able to kind of hear the silence again. And the guy kind of steps off the bike and turns to kind of look at you guys. And wait for you guys potentially to get out.
Well, I'm gonna get out, and I'm gonna hope it's someone I recognize. So I'm gonna open the door. It's like, hey, who is that over there? It's it's me, Chet. If it's someone I know, and if not, thank you for the assist, random stranger.
I'll hop
Hey.
out as well.
Yeah. So the guy gets off the ATV and takes off his helmet. And you see a large, tall African American man with a mustache and very well cropped hair. And yeah, he approaches you, Chet, and he's just like, "Oh, Chet, good to see you, man." And you recognize him as HM3 Brookman, the platoon medic. It's like, we just assumed that, once you were in that coma, you were kind of a goner. So sorry we all forgot about you.
I'm sure it was an honest mistake. I probably same thing could happen, but it's all fine. We're all good. I'm here. You're here. I'm assuming whoever's left is here. So, hey, good to see you. It's been a bit of a hot minute since.
Yeah, I mean, well, you guys are pretty lucky. We found you. I mean, I think there were a couple more carks in the jungle there that were gonna jump on your APC and probably eventually get to the tires, and then you all would have been screwed. We were just about to go out and retake the tower, but seeing your lights in the jungle, we figured we should probably try and help instead. More people we could, look to get in here, the better. And as he's saying that, the door opens up again, and the two other ATVs that had let all kind of the carks away with the boombox come driving in, and they stop and kind of get off their bikes, and they walk into another kind of connecting room with their helmets still on.
Well, yeah. So I gotta say, this is terraformers a lot bigger than that hole we dug in for the official breaking ground. Looks nice from the inside.
Yeah, I mean, it's not much. I mean, I really don't give a shit about anything on this planet anymore. I need to get out of here as fast as we kind of can, but who knows?
Agreed. I think we could.
What? To eat him?
Sorry, are you looking for me? And you suddenly turn around and see a very stern-looking woman in a lab coat come striding across the garage. You guys, and she's just kind of like, "Hello, Dr. Edom. Who the heck are all of you?"
We're your rescue crew.
The three of you and the scientist that was in a coma.
I mean, he's not part of the rescue crew. We just found him and we decided to rescue him.
You realize that we have more people here in this terraforming base than the four of you. Why do we need only 4 people to rescue? You should have sent a lot more than 4 people.
Tell that to the
We didn't
company.
make the task orders.
Also, I'm gonna hurt. I mean, guys, we have Chet.
Can you explain to them why there's only 3 of us?
Doc, you gotta tell that to the same people who waited 6 months to even send a rescue party.
Yeah, I know, but the company has money, and money drives science and whatnot. So it's.
I'm glad you two are the ones we found here because, well, Taylor might have heard the song, and we're hoping.
Taylor, by the way, is just sitting right next to the hydrofluoric acid.
Oh,
Just in
well,
case.
I mean, I fear there's no help for him, probably.
What if he drinks like minute amounts of the acid? Like not enough to kill him, but enough to,
Do you not like his bones or something?
Who needs bones?
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, I feel like we need him.
Have you met Hinton? I think you would have gotten along with Hinton.
But my friends here didn't want to go back. I'm supposed to bring his logic core back.
Look, I'm sorry about your friend over there. If you want my advice, take him around back. Just 2 in the head. Just end it. It'll make his life,
She wants us to
less
old
painful.
yeller him?
No, my dear. If we're old yellering him, then it would be 1 in the head and 2 in the chest. But beside the point.
Hey.
But look, since you're all here, and I know everybody wants to leave this godforsaken planet anyway, but we can't leave without my research. And as she says that, Brookman kind of rolls his eyes really, dramatically, and it's just kind of like, look, Doc, we're not going to get that. I told you it makes no sense to focus all of our efforts on getting the tower, so that way we can call for an evac and get out of here. 20 minutes?
I believe he has a question.
Who has a question?
Roy there.
Yeah.
What research?
Well, I mean, all of my research, about the carcinids, obviously. What?
Where?
It's in the lab.
Oh, we were just there.
Yeah,
I was
we
reading.
can
I was
take it to
reading your
lab.
research.
No,
actually.
no. The lab here.
Oh,
What's wrong with the lab here then? Why can't we get your research?
Well, I'm not 100% sure if it can be accessed. There might have been a problem.
Kind of problem.
No,
I don't.
did you open an email that you shouldn't have?
Did you
sure,
click
yeah,
a link?
that's what it was.
Oh, was it a prince asking for money? I've been fooled by that before.
Or a prince offering money?
It may have
It's
an
all the
issue
ways
with
we are
its
military widows.
hydro-reactor.
What?
The hydro-reactor.
What's she talking about?
Explain like we're not scientists, Doc.
The reactor that's powered by the water coming through.
That has that affect your
Reactor,
research.
it's a large thing that does reactions, which when it overheats, it gets too hot, and then you can't get in there without effectively cooling it, and it can give off radiation, and
I think Dr. Edam's getting a little frustrated with it.
I mean,
look, I don't know how to
I'm
explain
totally
this.
on board with you.
I don't know how to explain this any dumber. Clearly, you all ate too many paint chips as a child. I can't. You can't.
I've never been a child.
I can't
I'm
dumb
a
it down
boy.
more without losing the entire understanding, the entire basis of this.
While she's still talking, I'm gonna turn to Brooklyn, the medic, and ask him, what's she talking about?
Look, man, the lab's a lost cause. It's not even worth it anymore. We're getting attacked constantly by Karks. We need to just cut it and get the hell out of here.
I like your plan.
Mhm.
Research is probably still in your brain. You could just write it down again.
Don't you have a logic core?
Yeah. Can we just download it?
I mean, why don't we get safe and come back and get like you said, with a team, come back and get the research?
We'll come back. It'll be a party.
I mean, not us. I'm not coming back here, but
the longer it sits, the longer it's likely to overheat, and then there'll be a fire, and then the whole place will just go up. Do you know how fragile notes can be? Do you know how hard it is to keep track of scientific research?
Well, worst
Clearly
case, we'll
you
just
don't.
come back with the team and we'll get Hinton's logic core. Because he knows all the stuff, right?
Look, I don't have time for this. We need to get my research back. I'm not leaving until we do, so figure it out. And then she turns around.
We're gonna have to get the research. We can't leave without her. Part of the mission.
No, that's
we can
Kaplan.
knock her out.
Oh.
That's assault.
She's not
If it-
part of the mission.
She is part of the mission.
Kaplan is part of the mission.
She is the mission.
Kaplan is dead.
Oh. No, Kaplan was our rendezvous. I think we were supposed to get either Edom or
the
thought it was
logic
Kaplan.
core.
Oh.
No, you're
Mhm.
supposed to get Edom and Hinton,
Oh.
or Hinton's
Yeah.
logic core,
Well,
if required.
At the minimum, Edom and Hinton's logic core.
Taylor
is the
fully
mission.
thinks it's Kaplan. And it's logic core.
Well, Taylor's been wrong this whole time.
Well, Taylor's kind of dead anyway, so
Yeah.
That's
May as well
actually
what
throw
he
him in the
wants
blender.
doesn't matter.
I wasn't quite ready to walk away from that subject. I do think that as a mechanically inclined individual, Penn would assume that if something's in there, then there's a way to find it. and there's a way to either kill it or get it out.
As you guys are still deliberating there, and Brookman is kind of, I don't know, contributing. You see another another woman approaches wearing military fatigues. And she's kind of like, Brookman, this is the rescue team. I think I overheard you guys calling each other that. Brookman
Rescue
kind of
team +1.
Brookman kind of turns around. She's like, "Oh, sorry guys, this is Sergeant Valdez. She's currently the highest ranking military officer on base. So she's technically in charge of the military
Platoon tech.
aspect. Yeah. So look, I gotta go and organize my people and see if we can get this assault going on the tower. If you guys want to be a part of it, come talk to me. It's fine. We'll figure it out. And he kind of walks away, and then Valdez is left standing there, and she's kind of like, look, guys, I desperately need some help here. I sent a bunch of my squad down to, well, actually, kind of Brookman's former squad. He's a little bit, still maybe a little bit miffed at me for this, because they haven't reported back yet, but I sent them down to the reactor to try and get things patched up, because the storm has been hitting us pretty hard, and was just kind of worried things were gonna get worse. But I can't find them anymore. Their locators are gone, and it's been a couple hours. I want to take some people down there, but I kind of need more bodies. So, can you guys maybe help me out here?
Maybe. Do you have a medical lab here? Medical bay?
I think there's
table?
some medic stuff down in the lab. Maybe I don't know. I'm sure I could find something for you if you help me out.
Well, I'm a liability until we do that scan.
He's not wrong.
I mean, okay, that may be, but like, time is kind of the essence. I'm starting to get worried that maybe the Karks are attacking more, and we need to do something sooner rather than later.
Do you know what liability means? It's better to do something later than have something guaranteed.
You can't be more of a liability to me than the already active Karks that are out in the jungle right now. So
well, they're out there and I'm in here, aren't they?
Well, yeah, but if they get in here by I don't know, somehow getting through the reactor or whatnot, then we're in deep shit. So
exactly, and I'm already in here.
Okay, but I'd rather fight off one Kark that's turned in here than the 4 Karks potentially that break in. Right? Understood? Okay.
Contagious?
What?
Is he contagious?
I don't know. Just know if we see them, we kill them.
But if he's contagious, and you don't know if he's contagious without doing a med scan, right?
Look, everybody may be contagious. Maybe cancer's contagious. I don't know. I'm just a frickin' Marine. Just figure it out and just come talk to me if that's what you want to do, okay?
Weird priorities, that one.
Yeah. So weird.
I kind of understand the urgency if this is like a couple of hours that our team's not checking in. I think there's, what do they say about when people go missing?
I agree, that's definitely urgent.
The first 48 are the most
important. If we send another team with me on it, there's a good chance that team's not going to come back either.
Yeah. But you also have, if you're contagious, everybody
then
in here could.
Not only are we coming back, I suppose it won't be us coming back.
I think
so. Yeah.
Certainly quite a pickle.
She seems confident in killing these things, and Taylor, I appreciate your selflessness in this, but if she can teach me how to kill those things, I'm kind of leaning towards helping her. Because
he's gonna kill you, Taylor.
What? No, I'm. If I was gonna do
Once
that,
that
I would
crab
have done
comes
that
out.
back at base. um, I think if we help her, maybe the reactor comes back online, or we understand more about the reactor, because that's what we're going down to look at. There are more,
Why?
potentially more people. And she said that she would coordinate medical help for you. Now we can go do it ourselves, but none of us know what we're doing.
With a reactor? I know all about reactors.
With
No, the
you.
medical help.
Oh. I mean, I think the first. Anyway, do they have glassware here?
I mean, not currently in the room you're standing in, because you're just in a large garage.
She said if we see them, we kill them. I would like to quickly chase after her and ask her what she meant by that. How?
Well, I'm typically we try and use a lot of grenades.
Okay.
Unless you got a better idea.
We
Yeah,
brought
do
some
you have any
acid.
vials?
Does the acid work?
Dr. Edam's notes said it did.
Well, I mean, that's good enough for me. I'll see if I can scrounge up some vials.
And if you happen to have any glass flamethrower packs.
No. I mean,
It's okay.
The flamethrower is usually just it's got a big metal gas canister, and then there's a little sparker for the
Yeah. So if you happen to have a
flame to
glass canister instead of a metal one.
No, they don't typically come with
Much
glass
appreciated.
canisters.
Well, I realize they don't
like,
usually come with one. That's why I don't
do you,
have
do
one.
you want to like hand blow one or something? Like I don't understand what you want.
Do you have a glass
Plastic?
blowing shop here?
No,
Then why would you offer that?
because
I think he's trying to be condescending.
Okay. We help Valdez. We help Brookman with whatever the tower raid is. We didn't really get any more information about that. I mean, arguably helping Edam means helping Valdez with the reactor. Or we take the medical situation into our own hands. Those are the...
So keep like you guys don't have to necessarily all do the same mission.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess good divide and conquer.
Good.
I'm gonna go check out the reactor.
I'm gonna stick with Taylor. I kind of I like the idea of going back to taking orders instead of trying to make intelligent decisions.
I'm gonna go wherever Edam goes because Edam is the mission.
Okay. You guys don't have to split
And
up if you don't want to. Do what makes sense, what you think makes sense for your characters, and see what happens.
I'm new to the group, so I guess I gotta I mean, probably should do even numbers. So I'm gonna join my Roy guy here, see where he's going.
Main boy Roy.
All right. Well, look, I think that's where we're gonna have to call it for tonight, then, because I gotta figure out what these missions are gonna look like, and then we're gonna do them next time. Okay. All right, team.
Excited.
Well, my music's not working, so I can't play our song again to
Oh,
go into the
no.
outro,
Quick,
but that's
quick.
fine. Thanks, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed another interesting episode of Mothership. We finally got through scenario 1. Yes.
Hooray!
Everybody has
With minor casualties only.
well, no casualties yet.
No
Technically.
casualties.
That's true.
Yeah, so for those of you who want to see more, we're Corporate Crash Course on YouTube and Twitch here. CCC RPGs on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with when we go live again. We'll be back next week for more Mothership, I guess, as we figure out what is going on with this terraformer and hopefully save some people, or more people will die. Who knows? I promise to try and have the music working next week. But until then, see you guys.
Bye.